offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
It's getting nicer outside, but it's still hit or miss in the spring on golf weather. Not at Double Eagle Golf. You're home for always 72-degree weather with no wind. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues are underway, but stay tuned for info on indoor golf tournaments and book your bay for after the spring game in late April. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf. Spring is a time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Fuhrer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Join On the Block and Old School live from Scissors and Scotch on 30th and Yankee Hill on Thursday, June 6th to celebrate their grand opening. Feel better instantly with a beard trim, haircut, or a traditional shave courtesy of the experienced and professional barbers at Scissors and Scotch. Stick around after your cut and enjoy a beverage in their cozy bar area, and don't worry, there's more than just Scotch. Spend your afternoon with Scissors and Scotch at 93.7 The Ticket, live on location June 6th from 2 to 6 p.m.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker concrete, and Beatrice concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. Once again, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left. We got a repeat guest. We got Monty Scott, the comedian based out of Omaha, here with us today. But nonetheless, I'll throw it to the host as always, Chancellor Brewington.
Yes, sir. We're back with another great night, windy night out here in Lincoln, Nebraska. But to start the show off with a little word of encouragement, y'all know I like to read these books, and I think the reason why I like to read these books, and I'm understanding why, is that I think I'm really obsessed with learning new things and like understanding that like these books like help you become more intelligent. And I think learning things, as of right now, of this kind of like journey of like self-discovery and just learning more about myself, these books have been very useful. And I was watching something today, and it was talking about you cannot achieve anything outside of what you don't believe. So if you don't believe if you believe you don't deserve something, if you believe you don't deserve a healthy relationship, you don't believe you deserve money or certain things, you'll never get those things. And I just thought it was awesome because I'm reading these books, and some of these books have like are these amazing people, and they've done amazing things. But if I was to try to mimic all the things that they did, there would be a piece missing, and the piece missing would be first of all me believing in myself and me knowing myself, because all these people, the first thing they did, and you read it in all their books, they learned themselves first and they believed in themselves first. So my word of encouragement is to believe in yourself and to learn yourself. and to understand yourself. And I think in understanding yourself, you learn more about the person who created you as well. So that's my word of encouragement to start the day off. If anyone else has some words here that they need to get off their chest, go ahead.
I don't have a word of encouragement, but I do know you like to read. I like to read too.
I love it. I love my readers out there.
I don't know if you know, I know you got a lot of listeners and they like to read. I recommend a book I'm in the middle of right now. It's a novel, but it's like about cooking. It's actually from a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. Believe it or not, but he like wrote a novel, like a story about cooking. It's amazing. It's called Green Eggs and Ham. It's truly an amazing book. I'm halfway through and my life's already changed. Don't tell me how it ends. If anybody's read it, I don't want to. Don't give it away from me, please.
Right.
You know, let me finish it out.
Don't know anybody who's been halfway through a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah, man. You know,
Taking it slow.
just enjoying the time with the book. Letting the book get to know me, which I'm getting to know it. You know what I mean?
Been there.
Yeah,
Been there. Been there. There's also another book called Cat in the Hat.
Oh, don't even.
Yeah.
Please.
It's a great read.
One at a time.
Yeah, one at a time. Take a week to ponder it.
Yeah, I need to sit back and
to
think.
digest it,
You know
breathe
what I
it
mean?
in. Yeah. No, I was really good though.
I had to watch the movie to piece that one together.
Yeah,
That one was
yep.
throwing me for loops.
Yep.
I forgot about the movie.
Oh my goodness.
What was the movie even about? Like that book is like 8 pages.
I
It's
know.
pretty creepy. It's about a cat showing up to a couple kids' house that looks totally like a man in a cat costume. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it is bizarre. And
the
thing
makeup
one,
wasn't
thing
helping.
two come in.
Yeah.
It gets kind of weird. It gets really weird actually.
It's like
No, that's a really disturbing movie. Now that I'm thinking about it.
it's like remember the movie Cats that was super creepy that came out not too long ago.
Yeah, based on the Broadwood play.
Yep, based
Yeah, I
and it's
remember
kind of it's like the makeup really ruined that because it got super weird. That's kind of what the Dr. Seuss movie might be about.
Yeah.
If the makeup ain't there, it just looks creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's got that has the guy that played Shrek, Mike Myers, Michael Myers, whatever.
Was it actually?
Yeah. The guy played the Cat in the Hat.
That's a bummer.
I know him from Austin Powers.
Mhm.
And really, I know him from Wayne's World, really.
I don't know Austin Powers or Wayne's World.
Wayne's World was a hilarious movie. Wayne's World Party on it's an older person's movie. I mean,
Okay.
I'm older,
It's all good.
I turned 40 this month. I'm still getting my fangs into that one. Speaking of cats, you know what I mean? It's really trying to get used to it.
Real quick, we are off the Royals airwaves now. That game's wrapped up. So again, if all you guys are just hopping in, listening, we're here with comedian Monty Scott, based out of Omaha, and the former Husker Chancellor Brewington. As always, what's brewing, Chance Brewington? If you guys want to join in, 402-464-5685. And again, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. And again, for anybody new tuning in, we got comedian Monty Scott, based out of Omaha, here with us.
Okay, so I saw something on the internet, and it was talking about Lamar Jackson, on the obviously quarterback of the Ravens, and it said that Lamar Jackson looks different this spring, meaning this off season. He's intentionally down to 205 pounds. That's a 25 pound difference than his last weight in 2022. Lower than last season as well. He played at 215. The word in Baltimore is that Lamar is slim and he's playing faster than ever. What do you watch?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little
Okay,
bit,
so
yeah.
everyone has some type of context here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing because you got Derrick Henry in the backfield,
Mm-hmm.
so you're not going to have to run it as much.
Yeah.
You can more as like a weapon. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
I just think with the 15 pounds, with like how injury prone he's been, I don't know if that 15 pounds is like if he needs that muscle to protect himself from getting hurt,
That's
because
what I
it
was
didn't
gonna
really work for him
Yeah.
in recent memory. So
That's what I was going to say was what's his real goal behind this? Because I mean, he's gonna get hurt more often if he gets hit? Like, is he trying to be faster?
Right.
Is that what he's trying to do? Or he's just trying to?
Yeah, I think he has a unique skill of avoiding certain hits.
it's like Justin Fields a little bit. Those
Yeah.
two are comparable in that sense, and how their athleticism just makes them damn near impossible sometimes to tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, I think one thing about like elusive runners is a goal of theirs is at the end of the play that nobody gets a clean hit on them.
Mhm.
And I think that's something Lamar's really, really good at. But I just need to get some football talk out of the way because this is a sports talk radio.
Nothing wrong with it, man. Nothing wrong.
Little news: Patrick Mahomes coming in.
Hey,
Heavy.
they said he came in a little chunky.
Yeah, but do you remember the picture after the Super Bowl? I mean, that guy was thick, hoisting up the trophy.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
he's
not worried about it. Yeah, I mean, he's never really had the six pack. I mean, most of the dominant quarterbacks never really been that build.
I think it's interesting if you check the movement on those type of guys, like the guys you think, oh, this dude's out of shape. How is he able to play football? If you go through and check range of motions on certain, just legs, him, like just the different muscle groups, you'll realize that this dude can move.
Mm-hmm.
And especially Patrick Mahomes, he has that trainer out there, same trainer that Dylan Raiola goes to,
Yep.
but they just
Out in Arizona, right?
Yeah, the way they move and the drills that they do, it's just it puts their bodies in compromising positions while they train. So when they get to the game, their body's already been in those positions, so it doesn't a lot of muscle and ligament tears happen when your body isn't in that position before. So if your body's already been in that position and it's compromised and stress has been built and you've been strengthened in a compromised position, then a lot of times you won't have these soft tissue injuries and stuff like that. But yeah, guys like that can really move. Now, there are some guys who are just big for no reason. You got your Eddie Lacy's, and you know what I'm saying? You got your guys who just look like some marshmallows sometimes. Yeah. And that's just a fact. And they need to get that down. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I think most people, you would say, this dude doesn't move well. If you test their range of motion, it's probably off the charts.
Especially true with Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's why his throwing angles are always so bizarre.
Yeah.
Because he can get so much torque out of the weirdest angles.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, I think the athletes are slowly getting better because of the training.
Mm-hmm.
I think the more we realize that, and the more we encourage people to go down that route of getting trained by these next level minded people, because the training that is happening around, they wasn't doing that back in the day.
No,
it was not doing that back in the day. The Arnold Schwarzenegger days, like they was not training the same way now. You know what I'm saying?
not even close.
Yeah.
Well, even at our football facility here at Nebraska, drastically different.
Very.
I say ours, like I get to go. I haven't even been in there yet, but it's beautiful. I mean, it's a great pitch for recruits to say that much.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, there's no reason you can't reach your maximum potential at that facility.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and then they get the infrared lights. I still can't. What's the answer? You know what the infrared lights are? The new therapy?
I don't. What is that about?
So it's basically like cell regeneration. That's basically what it is.
So like penetrate your skin or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like you literally sit in like a tanning bed, but it's all infrared red lights, and you put like little goggles on, and you sit there, and it all like regenerates your cells. So like if you were to go work out, like that's all like breaking down, muscle tissue and building up lactic acid and all these different things. So what you do is you sit in the red light bed right after, and the red light goes. It heats up, so your cells open up, and then it just goes in and regenerates them. So after workouts, you feel like $1,000,000.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's basically turning college kids into real life Deadpools. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. All jokes aside, that's pretty cool actually. So like, and you've used it before,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels great.
Oh, it feels great. Because then what you do is, here's the hack. I don't know if the young boys over there know this, is that you go in the sauna first for a little bit. There's a sauna right next door. You go in the sauna for like 10 to 15 minutes, get the cells opened up, get your body temperature up, and then go get in the bed. And now it's like double the effect.
Really?
Yeah.
And like it just like rejuvenates everything kind of, so you feel.
Mm-hmm.
How would you? Okay, for someone that does, I've worked out before, but obviously not to the same degree, right?
Right.
How would you compare it for not doing that versus doing it? Like,
so you're saying like if
same workout intensity,
and then you don't do it and you do it,
yeah,
you recover way faster.
Like soreness and all of that.
Soreness, any type of knots you would get, just stuff like that. And also in recovering faster, you want to. So the goal of working out is literally you want to break down your muscle as much as you can, and then recover as fast as you can, so you can break down the same muscle again.
Yeah.
That's literally the goal of working out. If you break it down, when you're literally doing curls and all this, you're literally breaking down your muscle and it's bleeding. That's all you're doing, right?
But when it rebuilds stronger, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the more and the shorter you cut the recovery time down, the bigger the muscle gets because it's recovered for the next workout and it's able to expand even more. So that's literally the science behind it. And if people use that while they're at Nebraska, they'll become great athletes.
Let me ask you this
guarantee.
question: what's the science behind ice baths?
See, it gets a little tricky. So some people
swear by it.
Some people swear by it. I know one thing that is controversial is getting an ice bath right after you work out. So if you was to work out, think about working out as you're, breaking down all these tissues, and you're also causing blood flow, like I said, to these areas. So if you get out of working out and you go straight into ice bath, you're technically restricting the blood flow because now it's all cold, right? But what they've came out and said, if you get in the ice bath before you work out, it actually causes like an electric shock to your system and actually gives you more energy. And I don't know if it's testosterone, but it's something else. I don't know the exact word behind it, but there's a lot of benefits to getting in the ice bath before workout, which is interesting. You wouldn't think that ice baths do that much, but obviously it does great things with like aging and cardiovascular stuff and things like that. So,
have you done the ice baths?
Yeah. I was a faithful ice bather, like after workouts, after a certain amount of time. But I'll get in hot and cold. I would never just do ice bath by itself.
Okay.
So we call that like contrast. So like 5 minutes hot tub, 5 minutes cold tub.
Woo!
5 minutes hot tub, 5 minutes cold tub.
That's got to be tough, man. Yeah. I couldn't.
And in the hot tub though.
Yeah.
Gotta end in the hot tub. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's tons of different little things. Tons of little different things that you could do to benefit your body. I was watching this one thing and it was interesting. I'm like a nerd for like, I like learning like different like workout stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching this thing and it was talking about this guy who's has a bunch of doctorate degrees and all these different things, right? And in the medical and physical and sports world. And he was talking about how if you train your upper body and your lower body the same, you're doing a disservice because your lower body is completely different than your upper body. He was basically saying that if you train your lower body, it should all be like high reps. Talking about like reps of like 20s, reps of 50s, reps of hundreds.
I've been doing that from day one, man.
And I was like, wow, that's so true. But I'm obviously like in the football world, like there's a lot of times you just, it's just 5 sets of 5 sets of 3, you know what I'm saying? But I be thinking like sometimes if the masses are doing something, usually the person who goes the other way might, they might be doing things the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's usually how it goes in this world. If somebody's
looked at it and been like, you know what, that looks cool, but I know a different way.
Yeah. With everything.
Yeah.
With everything. Seriously. Yeah.
That's crazy how fast it all went too. Yeah. Like I feel like a lot of it is weird. Like podcasting is such a big reason, like the ice bath stuff.
Oh my god.
Because Joe Rogan pushes that like crazy, and now I feel like everyone always references the ice bath. It's like I got a Joe Rogan quote in my back pocket with it.
Whoever making home ice baths, whatever like company started that is probably making stupid amount of money.
Well, there's people that Nico Schultz, his dad, he came down on the show once and like he made like a business out of that.
Really?
Like I think he'd go out there and if like people wanted to set it up, like he just knew enough and he's like, yeah, I can build one for you right here. It's like it created like a whole new market of like ice baths.
I mean, isn't it like just a tub with water and ice in it? Like,
yeah, you could do it that way.
Okay, well, what else is it? Because like, I mean, I'm thinking
if you get like the jets going through it, because your body will put on like a thermal layer if it's just sitting there in still water. Like even though it'll be cold as hell, but your body will actually slowly develop a thermal layer. But if you got like pulsing water going through it the whole time, your body has no chance to develop that thermal layer, and then you really do just get that cold shock. And I think a lot of the benefits are like mental. A lot of it recovery, but a lot of it I hear like if you do it in the morning, it's that mental wake up, alertness, and all that. I've never done it
and all that.
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Like if you start that, that's probably the worst way you can start your day is an ice cold bath. Like you kind of won. Like from then on out, like everything.
What else is
easy.
the world gonna toss at you? I sat in an ice cold tub for 20 minutes, dude. Like, my car being totaled is nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay, maybe not everything.
Whatever. I'll walk 10 miles. It's no big deal. At least it's warm.
Let that happen a few days in a row. You're gonna not believe it anymore.
I mean, hey, look, man, I'm not against it. I need to work out more. I need to take better care of myself. If ice baths are what it is, then I'm with it. I will.
Maybe start with cold showers in the morning.
See
if you
I know
can
it
get
boosts
through that.
metabolism. I know that for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's just like you're shivering, you're cold, your body. I don't know. I mean, I imagine it's just a total shock, especially your first few times. I could see like after a year of doing it, you're tough to it. You're used to it, so it's.
I know a kid that got famous on Instagram for doing it like every day. Like the little challenges and some some like 10-year-old kid just hops in ice baths every day, and he's got like all these sponsorships. He's been doing it for like 150 days, and like off of like 20 days in, he already got like 100,000 followers. And he's getting all these ice bathtubs sent to him, and like he's getting all these sponsorships. And I'm like,
how hard it is to go viral.
Yeah,
my daughter went viral by accident.
Really?
Yeah, lost her job over it last summer. Yeah, 100%. She was a lifeguard in Omaha, and she posted a random video. Her and her friends made a TikTok, 250,000 views like the next day. Like the city of Omaha, like it was like a big deal. They told her to remove the video and fired her. And I was like, why didn't you just quit, keep the video up, and just make money doing TikToks? You know what I mean? Like, she's like, well, I didn't know what to do. I was like, you should have let me know. You could have spot your dad's comedy on that bad boy. You know what I mean? None of that, man. She just deleted the video. I was like, oh my gosh, you know how hard it is to do that.
So a job fired her for going viral?
Yeah, because it made being a lifeguard in the Omaha pools look bad.
Oh,
yeah. But she was a lifeguard at Lake Zorinsky.
She was just making a video, kind of just like for her friends and stuff, like just
her and her friends just made a TikTok of them. Like, I think they weren't really paying attention to kids swimming. Is what the video basically was. Like they were making fun of being a lifeguard.
Okay.
And it racked up. She said she posted it, and then she said she looked 24 hours later, and there were hundreds of thousands of views.
That's crazy.
Comments, the whole, the internet.
I can see why that'd go viral, because I remember being back in my pool in Harrington. There's one time came pretty close. Lifeguard was paying attention. It's very relatable.
That's one thing about being viral. Like you just gotta find content that's relatable to everyone.
Yeah.
So have you guys ever had a situation in the deep end where first time around water, we're like, oh, a little too deep here, and you almost went under?
I taught myself to swim when I was 9. And I just, once I learned that like you'll float in water, I was gone, man. Like you'll basically will float, if you hold your breath. I was like, oh, this is easy. Just gotta move around. That was it, dude. That was it.
I'm trying to think. When did I had a couple close calls.
Yeah, when I was younger, I had a few.
Yeah,
because I'd be out there with pool noodle. I'll go out to the deep end here, and then like I don't need this pool noodle, and that's when the panic would set in.
Oh yeah.
Instead of like I can float, it's just pure panic. And then I'm just flailing all my energy in the deep end, and then hopefully the lifeguard's paying attention because it gets close, it gets hairy out there when you're a kid.
Those like donut floaty things?
Yeah.
I like dove head first into one and got stuck. And like I was trying to come up, and then finally like I don't know, I get pulled up by somebody, and I look back, I didn't see anywhere. I think it might have been an angel, but yeah, I got stuck in one of those. That was my only time.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, no, it was terrifying. No, I thought my life was over. So yeah, y'all be careful diving head first into those donut things.
I don't have a pool story that's scary for me, but when I was 10, I was listening to my mom's Janet Jackson tape very loud. in my bedroom while she was at work. And apparently I went in my bedroom closet and like the door got stuck, closed. And I remember screaming for help. And my babysitter did not hear me, man, because Janet Jackson was just blaring through the speakers.
Good song, at least.
The album's fire. I'm not gonna, but it felt like forever.
How long was you in there for?
I don't know. It might have been like 10 minutes. I remember like legitimately freaking out though, and like panicking, hyperventilating, thinking like I'm gonna be stuck here forever. Like, and then I saw there was a house plant in the closet for some random reason. I remember thinking like, well, maybe this can produce enough oxygen to keep me alive. You know what I mean? And then
You're going through it.
yeah, I was
counting oxygen.
Yeah, I was going through it, man. I was really in it, man. I was like, man.
Was that one movie? I think it was with Ryan Reynolds. He's trapped in a coffin. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, please say y'all heard this.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna sound
Ryan
crazy.
Reynolds trapped in a coffin.
Only coffin I know is being trapped in is Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill Volume 2, I think.
I'm trying to think of what the name is. He's lit the whole, I think 98. It was like one of the cheapest budget movies there was. Buried. Yep. He's literally, is it Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's trapped in a coffin.
Is believable as man buried alive in a coffin.
And how long is the movie?
Because
there's one scene. Here. Well, there's one scene other than the coffin.
That's gotta be a wild
2010. It is. I'm not sure where they keep the movie length on IMDb. I'll have to figure out. I'm guessing.
So it's literally that the whole time. And I'm like, this is the smallest budget. And this movie produced, it wasn't a bad movie. But he's in the coffin the whole 99%.
Is it a comedy? Because he's usually in comedy.
No, he's like, phone's about to die. Like, he's about to die in there.
Yeah, it's rated R. And it does not look like a funny movie.
No, it's
probably hilarious.
You can find some funny things in there, I'm sure.
I probably can.
With that being said, we'll throw it to break here. But just for all those in your car wondering about the Boston Celtics, I was telling DeMornay Piersonell, Pacers are feeling good. They just won a Game 7 in Madison Square Garden, and the Boston Celtics have not been.
They call fouling this? That has to be clean. That's clean, right? That's clean.
That's clean. I think that's clean. But nonetheless, Pacers still lead it here with about, I think, a minute. Yeah, 50 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Pacers up by 3, 115-112 over the Boston Celtics. We'll throw it to break. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington, the host, as always, to my left. And we got guest Monty Scott, comedian based out of Omaha, here with us today as well. We'll talk to you guys on the other side.
Is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
Hey, he looked as advertised. He looked really good in the spring game. And because of that, we're going back to a bowl game this year, is what Husker fans are telling them. So I think the fans having more realistic perspective, and I think the coaching staff has done a really good job of handling Dylan Raiola and the expectations around him.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
Hey, he looked as advertised. He looked really good in the spring game. And because of that, we're going back to a bowl game this year, is what Husker fans are telling them. So I think the fans have a more realistic perspective, and I think this coaching staff has done a really good job of handling Dylan Raiola and the expectations around him.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
You're spending $300 a month. Binge drinking is the most common form of excessive drinking, which costs the United States more than $191 billion each year. By drinking less, you will save $300 a month. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Harvey Perlman was there.
Yeah, Harvey's there.
Harvey sidled up to me and said, Sipple, a little out of context. So I was driving back. I called Pelini and I told him what Harvey said. He goes, Sipple, you should have told him anytime he's not near a sewer, he's out of context.
Whoa! Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Back to The Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left. We got comedian Monty Scott based out of Omaha here with us as well. The Indiana Pacers, for a quick sports update, are up 3 points still, 117 to 114. 10 seconds left to go into the fourth quarter. It is going to be the Pacers ball and inbounding it. Celtics will have to foul, try to extend it, but it looks like the Pacers might just steal game one on the road here. I mean, Brewington, I know we won't die in sports the whole time, but did you expect this at all with Indiana?
What'd I say? I said if they steal a game at the Garden.
You did, yeah.
If they steal a game at the Garden, every Celtic fan needs to be in their prayer circles and doing all they can right now because it's not going to work.
You think so?
If they steal a game at the Garden, oh yeah, that's the hardest place to win in the league.
Well, Pacers might be the second hardest place to win.
Yeah,
Indiana Pacers home court's real, and I don't think
real.
I think people underestimated it, and I think a lot of people.
Bron won there a lot when he was with the Cavs. He won there a lot.
He was scared of Roy Hibbert though. He was scared of Roy, big old Roy Hibbert.
Oh, big old Roy Hibbert. Okay. I got something that popped up on my feed, and I was like, we have to talk about this. Georgia quarterback. Well, he transferred from ASU. Georgia quarterback Jaden Rashada sues Florida coach Billy Napier. How do you say his name? Napier, among others, over botched $13.85 NIL deal. $1 million, by the way. So I guess for some, there was some type of signed thing that Jaden Rashada signed,
Mhm.
and it guaranteed him 13. I don't know who in the right mind
would
even
that
think,
paperwork together.
Yeah, I don't know what they was even thinking, but I guess for some reason they did this, and I guess teams are throwing away $13.85 million. Like, this is ridiculous.
Wait. So what's his problem? Like,
he didn't get the money.
He won't notice. He won't notice. 13.
the money should have gone to him.
Yeah, and it's like some NIL deal. But what's confusing is that he was at ASU first, right? And then he transferred to Georgia, but he never played at Florida, right?
Okay.
So I'm confused on when this deal ever transpired and how he could even sue them. You understand what I'm saying? It's just, but I just thought it was crazy that teams are throwing away $13.85 million at not even like a prime time like star.
Well, the coaches aren't allowed to be part of that paperwork, though, right?
Exactly.
So who's the NAL booster who's like, hey, I got 13 mil to spend, and apparently he's not sending it.
Wow. Boy, oh boy.
That is wild.
Boy,
that is wild. Well, I mean, I guess if you're not going to spend the money, it's easy to say you have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you $20 if you wash my car. I'm like, I got 20, but you know what I mean? I'll pay you 50. How about that? You know?
Yeah, tell him back up and start the car and drive off. Yeah.
Right.
Straight like that. No, but that's crazy.
I got it at home. Let me go grab it.
Yeah. Let me number. What's your number? I'll Apple Pay you right now.
I'll Venmo you, buddy. Just give me a second.
Yeah, it's just crazy how this NIL stuff is going in the way in the fashion it's going in, and that I heard Nick Saban, him and his wife was having a conversation, and so Nick Saban's wife, when they do like the recruit dinner, she takes the wives and or the moms and like, you know, talks to them about how she gonna take care of the kids and how they're gonna make sure that, you know, Alabama gets them to their dreams and make sure they become better men and all this great stuff. And as the years gone on with NIL, this is Nick Saban, where she approached him and was like, why are we even doing this anymore?
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean? And she's like, when we talk to these kids and we talk to these families, all they ask is how much we're going to pay them.
Oh,
it's not even about like, is my kid going, imagine this, parents sending their kids off to college.
Yeah.
And they're not even worried about how the character development of the coach or of the organization is going to turn them into better men. They don't even care about that anymore. It's all about, okay, how much money is my son getting per month? Because that money going to get sent back home to me.
Yeah.
So that's all I really care about. And I was like, that blew my mind. Because like, I remember back in the day, like when I was getting recruited, there was no talk of NIL. It was strictly just, Scott, you know, you're in the dorms for the first few years, or for the first year. And you know, you move off campus right after, and then you get your stipend. You know, you get, let's say, I think it was at like $1,200. You get $1,200. You know, your rent's $800, $700. If you're lucky, you get $500 rent, and the rest is your money for the month. Like that's all you.
For
and
food, shoes, whatever.
Shoes, like go to the mall, get some whatever, right? And now, or you get like your FAFSA at the beginning of the school. And you get like, you know, you get $3,000 and you're like, oh my gosh, like, let's go. Like I'm balling right now. And then you get another like 3,000 in December. And you're like, oh my gosh. And then you get like a summer check for like 500. And you're like, oh my gosh. Like when did I get this money? Like, and you're like, all right, boys, y'all want to go to the mall? Like, what's up? But now it's completely different. It's completely different. Guys, a guy who never touches the field, understand this, a guy who can never touch the field, never play on the field. They can practice, they can do it, but they never touch the field. They can make $100,000.
That's insane. That's insane to me.
So what are we teaching these? Like, what are you teaching that young man when he grows up and becomes whatever he tries to become? What are you teaching him? The base fundamentals of how life works. Like, they're gonna get to the real world and be like, oh wait, I actually have to.
Why don't they just put the money on the back end? That's what I don't understand about it.
Yeah, they should be it should all be incentive based.
Yeah,
it should.
It's based on like because everyone, it's fine. Everyone makes a ton of money in college football, so that's like, okay, fair. Maybe certainly not the NCAA shouldn't be getting all the money. The Power 5 schools, they shouldn't be getting all the money. It should be going to the athletes, but let's figure out a way so it's not just here's all your money right off the bat. Let's put it on the back end. So it's like, no, you still got to put in year 1, 2, 3 worth of work if you want to get that back end worth your money. We'll pay you up front for the promise, but you're not getting it all until you actually prove it.
Because you know what's going to happen is just like we get these documentaries of NFL players going broke.
It'll be the same with the
It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. We're going to get all these E60s on. We're going to get an E60 in about 5-6 years, and you can clip this in a few years. And it's going to be
your Chance said it first.
I said it first. I did say it first.
I should write that down. I am going to clip that because we are going to. You are crazy right about that. I think we will hit a scary era where we see a lot of these college kids who got 6-figure deals. Some kids even million deals.
We're going to talk about. They're going to be 7-figure million deals, and kids are going to come back. 5-6 years later, and they're going to be blow all that money. They're going to be dead broke. And I'm not speaking this into existence. This is just what I think is going to happen.
History will tell you.
Yeah.
And they're going to be 18 years old with all that money.
Exactly. And then they're going to be teaching financial literacy classes at that same college because they blew it off, and they're going to try to teach people how to not do the same. But that's literally going to happen.
Yeah.
That's literally going to happen. It's going to be sad. I don't want to see it happen, but it's just going to be sad because we're giving kids money that don't even know themselves.
Yeah, I wonder, especially when you make that leap too, like if it's a kid who's coming from a background with not a lot of money, and then all of a sudden you just jump them into generational wealth suddenly. Like there was no they did some work to get there through high school and getting recruited, but then it's like boom, you just jump that giant gap, and now you feel like you've made it already.
Right.
I mean, we see that happen with actors and music already. You know what I mean? And it used to happen with basketball before.
Yeah.
When they could get guys right out of high school, right?
Yeah. You got the 18-year-olds and
this guy's getting millions of dollars and he's been 18 years old for 3 months. You know what I mean? Like, what is this guy? And he's in a different city away from his mom and dad. He's going nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's at every local strip club.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, I could not have been trusted at 18 years old all that money. I think
everyone would have there's no way every 18-year-old or any 18-year-old can successfully manage that on their own. I don't truly believe that. Yeah. I mean, my goodness, unless they're just,
especially like you said, I think you were saying, like coming from a more, not as financially stable background where your parents don't have that money. And then you just
because
800 G's.
Because I mean, half of these guys are inner city guys that, come from poverty or come from, below middle class. So I mean, time will tell for sure. Time will tell, and I hope the programs are taking their time and doing their job by teaching people financial literacy, and not just. And this is how it goes though. And I know programs are doing this. It's just so frustrating too that they'll. Financial literacy. Oh yeah, we talk financial literacy. It'll be a team meeting for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
All the guys are half asleep. Oh, take your notepads out. Take notes. This is more important. We want everyone in here to be wealthy. And the coach leaves, and some lady gets up there and talks for 45 minutes, and then everyone's just like, "Bro, I'm trying to go home." Like I've been in those. I've been in the meetings, and I know how it goes. Nobody really listens to that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, and then a Ferrari salesman comes in. All right, so that's over with, guys. Yeah. So everybody wants red, blue, yellow. What color do you want yours in?
It's the Hellcats nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you get a Hellcat. You get a Hellcat. Oh my goodness.
Very true though. Yeah, you do hear. It's like no. We teach them financial literacy, and it's like, yeah, you told them debit's on the left, credit's on the right. That's about where we wrap it up. But that being said, though, we'll go ahead and send it to our final break here. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left, and we got the comedian out of Omaha, Monty Scott, here with us as well. Don't go anywhere. One more segment on the other side.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it twice a day.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it in the morning and before dinner.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, and share it with my doctor. Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately, in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, wrapping things up here on Tick Weeknights. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos as always. We got Chancellor Brewington, the host to my left on What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington, and the comedian out of Omaha, Monty Scott, here with us as well. Wrapping things up, the Pacers-Celtics game didn't end. Somehow, I missed it out of the corner of my eye, but I believe the Pacers turned it over trying to get the ball in. Somehow led to a swing.
No
so now
way.
we're tied. Yeah, OT 123 to 123. Celtics now up.
If they blow this, the series is over. Series is over for Indiana.
You feel like they absolutely needed this one.
Absolutely need it. Absolutely need it. And you had the momentum. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Loose ball turnover by Tyrese Halliburton.
Man, he just landed on some of the most uncomfortable looking equipment as well. I don't know what that was.
That's Drew Holiday for you.
Yep.
That is Drew Holiday for you. Man.
Where's the UCLA, right? Drew Holiday, UCLA?
I believe so.
Yeah, I want to say he's UCLA.
I believe so. Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one if they don't get this win. And it's looking like with 50 seconds left, Indiana 23, Boston 24.
Monty Scott, you got an NBA team that you ever lock in on or player?
We had this entire conversation before.
I have a lot of shows, man. Apologies.
I like the Lakers.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I have him on.
Yeah, because he likes LeBron.
Yeah.
But once LeBron leaves the Lakers, he'll probably just
you're
like
done.
Monty. That guy's not funny at all. You can have him on the show. Oh, that filth.
Harrison, you know those clips you put up? Take them down.
Yeah,
Get them all off.
Take them down right now.
Delete all evidence he was ever here. Change the code to the bathroom. Yeah, they have a code to the bathroom here, folks. You can't even just go pee.
Well, there's a key.
Oh.
You can ask for a key.
These guys keep it locked up like Fort Knox, man. Can't even take a number 2.
We have to. For stories I won't get into.
Oh, boy.
I'm not mad at it, dude. I just like to complain.
It's big city Lincoln, man. We gotta keep it locked down.
I understand.
Crime rate's outrageous. No, I'm just kidding. It's a great city to live in. Love Lincoln.
Yeah, it is a great city. It's a slept-on city.
It is, and that's why that's like most slept-on places why they're beautiful. Is because not enough people realize it yet.
Yeah, I'm good. I hope it stays like that for a little longer.
Yeah, Monty Scott, are you always from the Omaha region? Did you grow up in Omaha?
No, I didn't grow up in Omaha. I've been in Omaha 19 years. But I didn't grow up in Omaha.
Okay. Did we go through this background?
Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah, we did. But I don't know. I mean, look, I'm sure most people don't like Monty Scott's on the show. Let me go back and listen to the past few episodes to get his background story so I can get all his jokes for this episode. Like, I grew up in Los Angeles, basically. And I'll be there next week, too. So I won't be on the show next week. And I'm sure some of you are like, oh, thank goodness.
I like it. It's a good change up. I like it when you switch it up. We get a comedian in every now and then. What's going down in LA? Family? Work?
Just going to visit my mom.
Okay,
taking a road trip with the family. We're going to just go out there like Clark Griswold on like I said, like on vacation.
What's the comedy scene in California now? It feels like Joe Rogan took the comedy scene and planted it in Austin. Is it still alive and
there's
well?
still tons of people there, dude.
It's still doing fine.
It's Hollywood, man. It's,
it's
Hollywood. You know what I mean? There's still comedy clubs there. I'm doing a show in December at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood. Chocolate Sundays. So I'll be there twice this year. Once for family vacation and once to
Chocolate Sundays. What does that mean? That one over
it's a show they have every Sunday at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood called Chocolate Sundays.
That makes sense.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. I won a contest. I did a contest. I got to be on it.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
So how do people make their break in comedy? Is it just like one day somebody notices you and they want to put you on a big show, or like
there's no individual. There's no like
put on the dress
recipe. No one's offered me the dress yet, man. At least not in my size.
Don't do it, Monty. Do not do it. Then you're off the show.
I mean, some people, they make it big on the internet, right? I've hung out with Super Hot Fire before.
Okay.
Super Hot Fire?
Yeah. I got to meet him. I actually went to a party with him.
That was my idol growing up. He made YouTube fun back in the day. Yeah, he was, him and Soulja Boy.
Yeah. Soulja Boy. I forgot about Soulja Boy. And Soulja Boy's an innovator. People sleep on Soulja Boy, man, but like him making it off the internet, like.
Yeah, he's but there. I would like to say Yeah, that's about it though.
What do you mean?
Because he tries to say I'm the only person with a, with a video game with a. I was
gonna think he made a video game console.
Yeah, like
that had like
like 100 purchases. Like yeah, it was. Yeah,
but that was a real thing.
Yeah,
yes, he had an actual. I don't think it was like it could have compete with an Xbox. I think it had like.
Way.
It was like I think it had like preloaded games or something, and they were like arcade games. I don't know. I didn't look too deep into it because it was, there was no way I'm buying that.
Yeah, I'm not trusting that. But he also said I'm the first one with the
a ringtone.
Well, yeah,
it's like a Temu Switch.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It's like a wish.com.
I ain't gonna lie. If you had that Soulja Boy ringtone back in the day, you was the 57812 whatever.
That song was hard, man. That song was
a
hard.
Great song. That's generational right there.
It was a good song. But and he made a lot of money off ringtones. The guy was
he was an innovator. I'll give it to him.
I'll say this. He's a good self-promoter.
Yeah.
He believes in himself. Tony Robbins probably loves him.
Probably. He probably fought. That's what's crazy. Now that I'm reading this book, there's so many people that follow this that are successful and don't even know they're following it.
Yeah.
They don't even know they literally are making decisions to better themselves, and they believe in themselves, and they're making conscious decisions to they're making quick decisions. That's one thing in the book it's talking about, making quick decisions.
Like I'll just say we make fun of Soulja Boy, and I'll continue to make fun of Soulja Boy. I'm not going to stop.
Right.
But Soulja Boy believes in himself, and he will come on this show and tell you all the wonderful things he's done and all the things he's going to do, and
how he's the first that did it.
Yeah, and you could like pull up on the internet.
Drake,
like, you did not. Yeah,
Drake. Drake.
Man, I wish you could do like sound clips, because that would be perfect.
We can
right
start dubbing those in. We'll write that in my notes here.
But and you could pull up, internet proof like you didn't do this first. People like, listen, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. You pulled up. Google's lying to you. You know what I mean? He's like Trump.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I don't want you to get political. I'm not saying that, but but Trump believes in himself.
Right.
Period.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think people really sleep on that, just believing that you can do it.
Mm.
And both Trump and Soulja Boy had proved people wrong. Trump became president. Soulja Boy had his songs. People probably told Soulja Boy, like, dude, you are horrible.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? He's like, dude, you just watch. I'm gonna have a console, video games, but I'm doing it.
And he did it.
Yeah, can't find. I don't know if the console numbers are great, but he did make $15 million off of ringtones.
Are you serious?
Wow, you found that?
Yeah, 15 mil. It was him and T-Pain.
Oh, T-Pain back in the day. I wonder who number 3 was. Early 2000s.
Find a more concise list.
Who would you think? Early 2000s? Akon.
Yeah, it'd be Akon. Maybe Plies.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I think it's a great spot to wrap things up. This has been What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left. We got the comedian out of Omaha, Monty Scott, here with us again today. You can always go back on YouTube, catch any of the former episodes. But nonetheless, that's going to wrap it up for us. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow night.